How's it going, everybody? If you are a resident here in Michigan with home and auto insurance policies, then this video is for you. Today I wanted to go over a common question that I do get, which is how much homeowners insurance do I really need? Thank you for stopping by. My name is Brian. I'm an independent insurance agent based here in the state of Michigan, Metro Detroit specifically, and I work with businesses on their commercial insurance programs, as well as helping families and individuals with their personal insurance, their home, their auto insurance as well. My goal with this channel is to pass on a little bit of educational information to you so that you can make more informed decisions around your insurance, and then overall help answer any questions that you might have. So let's get into it, and before we get too far into the video, I do want to invite you to subscribe to the channel, and if you find this video helpful, useful, anything like that, please feel free to like, share, pass it along with anyone else as well. So when people ask about how much homeowners insurance they really need, the first thing to understand is the difference between market value and replacement cost. Market value is what your home would sell for in today's real estate market, while replacement cost is what it would take to rebuild your home from the ground up if it were completely destroyed. And replacement cost is going to be based on things like the square footage of the home, the year built, the construction type, how many bathrooms you have, if you have a finished basement or not. These are all things that the insurance company will take into account when determining what the replacement cost value of your home is. And then the insurance company will use this number to determine what your dwelling coverage A amount is on your policy, because it's very important to make sure that that number is based on the replacement cost value, because if it's not, you could potentially be left underinsured if there ever is a serious claim, if you only maybe base it on your market value instead. And along with this, it's also very important to consider a guaranteed replacement cost endorsement or increased cost endorsement. Depending on the insurance company that you're working with, one of these options should be available. And these endorsements protect you if, again, you potentially have a major loss and then the rebuilding costs are above and beyond what the replacement cost estimate was. So it's really just an additional layer of added protection in case, again, a worst case scenario does happen. And then beyond the home itself, it's very important to make sure that the liability coverage on your policy is maxed out at either $500,000 or $1 million. And this provides coverage in case somebody gets hurt on your property and they end up suing you. Fortunately, it is pretty affordable to have this coverage maxed out, so it's almost always going to be worth it. And depending on your situation, you might also consider looking at umbrella liability coverage. This would be an additional layer of liability coverage that would extend in case those primary policy limits on your homeowner's policy or auto policy get exhausted in a claim situation. It can typically be a few $100s a year, but again, depending on your situation, it could definitely be worth it, especially for the amount of coverage that you get. And then depending on your home and your specific needs, there could be other optional coverages that are worth looking into. Things like water and sewer backup coverage. This protects against water coming from within the home. So something like a sump pump failure, coming through the drains, showers, toilets, things like that. This can be a very common claim here in Michigan, so it's always worth looking into, especially if you do, again, have a basement with a sump pump. And then if you have an older home, ordinance or law coverage can definitely be worth looking into. If there ever is a claim and your home needs to be upgraded to be up to code, this is where this coverage would step in. And then service line can also be worth looking into. This helps protect the underground utility lines that go into your home if they ever get damaged and need to be repaired or replaced. And also equipment breakdown coverage. If your appliances, things like your HVAC system, your furnace, ever do break down and need to be repaired or replaced due to a claim, this coverage can definitely be worth having. And then it's also important to think about any jewelry, art, collectibles that you might have and want specifically scheduled out on the policy. A standard homeowners insurance policy will have limits on these types of items. So if you do own some more high value pieces, it's definitely worth putting the coverage in place on them in case something ever does happen. So overall, everyone's situation is going to be different, but one of the most important things to remember is that your home should be insured to replacement cost. And then other coverages like a guaranteed replacement cost endorsement or maxing out your personal liability coverage are also very important. Everyone's situation will be a little bit different, but it is important to make sure that you have the coverage in place that meets your actual needs. So thank you for watching, and if you are looking for help with your home and auto insurance or insurance in general, commercial insurance maybe, I would love the opportunity to work with you and see if our team can help. There are a lot of ways to get a hold of me, and they should all be in the description below. Please feel free to text, call, email, fill out a contact form, whatever's easiest. And if you have any other questions about insurance, please feel free to either reach out directly or leave them in the comments below. I would love to help answer those as well. So thank you again.